Hey guys, so I'm going to run through this week's assignments with you. I'm going to share my screen so you can see the different things that I'm talking about, and hopefully this helps you understand a little bit of what's going on. So you should see in the modules, you're going to see a module that looks like this, e-learning week 4. This is a video that you need to watch before you get started. And we're going to run through these different review assignments that you're going to see, part 1, 2, and 3. So part 1, there's 35 questions. Each one is a half a point. So again, it seems like a lot of stuff, but some of this stuff is pretty basic. So as you can see here, you're going to be talking about algebra expressions and how to rewrite things. So product, sum, difference, all that kind of stuff. Okay, then you're going to get into some of the evaluating, which is when you're just going to plug in some numbers for the variables, which is what you're doing there. Then we're going to talk about simplifying different expressions. Okay, so remember when you're taking the square root of a fraction, take top and bottom separately, and that's how you can do that, square root of the top, square root of the bottom. Okay, there's a couple questions on here that have to do with square roots, including this one, which is you have to put these in order from least to greatest. If you make all of these a decimal, it's really easy to organize these two questions. Okay, so turn all of those into decimals so that they're all consistent, and then you can see. Then we're going to get into simplifying expressions. Okay, so this is basically adding like terms. This one is just multiplying, doing distributive property. Okay, whenever you get down to question 14, you're doing some distributive property, just multiplying. It just looks a little bit different in some of the questions. Okay. When you're simplifying, you're looking for things that are like terms. So for example, on number 17, things that would be like terms would be like m squared and m squared, n and n, and this n can all go together. Okay, remember they have to have the same variable and the same exponent. And so 18 is still the same. Then you're going to get into finding the solution, which is just basic solving equations. You guys should know how to do that. Trying to get the variable isolated on one side. Remember, whenever you're trying to get rid of a fraction, like on number 23, you can multiply by the reciprocal. Okay, so that's how you're working through this first review. And if you have any questions about that, obviously email me and let me know. Okay, all of that is just basic solving. You're going to get into some multi-step stuff like this one, where you have to do distributive property and then get the variable by itself. Okay. When you get down to the proportion questions, remember how to cross multiply. Okay, you would take 14 times 48 and then multiply that, or sorry, set that equal to whatever 12 times d is. Okay, and then you would solve for the variable. So that is all just cross multiplying. Same thing with this one, even though it's a function. So you're going to multiply 4 times x minus 8, which is distributive property, and then take 5 times 2 and set those equal to each other. Okay, so that is all of the first one. If you have any questions about that, then just let me know and I can help you get through that a little bit easier.